Night 2 in Brighton, and the turn of dueling duo Debbie and Richard to host.
Cheers.
And after a stressy day together in the kitchen, they're keen to be, well, apart.
I want to spend time with the guests and leave Richard to what he does best.
Yeah, what's that? Cook.
Well, let's hope so. First job, lobster. While Richard retrieves the lobster meat, Debbie finishes the dressing for the salad.
Is that going to be enough, Richard?
In all the swanky restaurants, they only give you a smaller portion anyway.
That's your story and you're sticking to it. Here it is, lobster and green bean salad.
Here's your start.
So we have the lobster and green bean salad.
So exactly how big was the lobster?
This is obviously a baby lobster.
I quite enjoyed the starter, but it was a bit dry.
The flavour was definitely there. I just wish there was 20 times more of it.
It didn't overpower the greenery of the dish, did it?
So, with their distinct lack of lobster not going unnoticed, the hosts come out of their shells. I'm so sorry.
We have quite an unconventional relationship in that we don't actually live together. So Richard's got his own place.
So you miss each other like the heart grows fonder?
I wouldn't say that. Now and again, of course.
I couldn't live like that.
Well, because we're married. Till death us do part.
Yeah.
For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in
All
health.
right, love.
Hasta luego. Manana manana. Banana, banana.
Write your own vows then, did you, Chris?
One day, if we do decide to tie that knot, we'll obviously have to review things. But at the moment...
So is it an if or is it a when?
I think it's a...
I think it depends on how well we do tonight.
I'm not buying a hat yet. No,
You're not buying
definitely
a
not.
black hat,
No.
maybe.
My main bugbear about Richard is that he thinks he's always right.
I do apologise when I'm wrong, but it's not very often, to be honest.
By not very often, do you mean like once a year, not very often, or just never?
About probably 98% of the time. When I am wrong, I will apologise.
Is that somebody else?
Oh, this is a bit awkward now.
Do you guys have any preferences to how you like your mignon?
Medium to well.
Same as Barb, medium to well.
A medium for me, please.
Medium rare for me, please.
Yeah, perfect.
OK.
Good luck! Good luck!
In the kitchen, the pressure is on.
So can we put a timer on, maybe?
I've already put the timer on, leave
It's
it alone.
on, like, nothing.
That is on for this, and this.
Do you just want to get on with it?
Yes, I am.
You have your little paddy then.
I like to do things in my time, how I do them.
Time to plate up, I reckon.
Who's...
Well, it doesn't really matter, because these are all the same, doesn't it?
It's a good idea doing steak, then.
Yeah, just get on with it.
Tonight's main is filet mignon avec potato dauphinoise with a side of passive aggression and a jus.
Stressful in the kitchen?
Did you work all right together in the kitchen? Okay.
If we were married, we'd be having a divorce.
Were you still 98% right?
Yeah.
See you, Deb.
Oh, uh-oh. You've done it now, Dickie.
I'm in the bad books.
Don't say.
What did you do?
Just being myself.
Oh, God.
Awkward.
Just,
1 to 10, 12, baby.
just...
Holy shamoly.
It was that 98% right all the time. It was like, maybe you should tone it down to just swallow your pride a little bit.
Go and apologise.
Yeah, definitely do that.
This is not one of her fingers, is it?
That might be his heart. Stone cold.
Oh, the compassion.
The dinner sat there and got cold because she was out the room.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's fine. I know it's stressful and it's been a long day. It was all getting a little bit too much. I love you.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
You okay?
Sorry, guys.
Don't
Had a moment.
apologise. Oh, my God. Definitely don't apologise.
you'd not eaten.
Come back and sit there eating on your own.
Tastes like filet mignon, then.
Nicely done, Chris.
Is the steak to everyone's liking? Has it come...
Steak is perfectly cooked.
I know that I said medium well. I think they might have taken that as well.
Dauphinoise potatoes are meant to be in, like, cream. It was OK, but there was not much sauce.
All you've got to think of is you're literally 2/3 of the way through. Let go in.
We almost felt like we were rallying around the four of us to try and make it, you know, like...
To make sure we could eat something.
Yeah.
Is this your main? It's yum yum in my tum.
Is that its official title?
That's one that I made up because every time I have it gives me a happy sensation inside my stomach.
Oh, bless.
I am actually blown away by this. I think it's amazing, like really, really amazing.
How are you, Ben?
Yeah, honestly, it's incredible.
I'm really happy.
It smelled great, it looked great. It was almost like the faultless main course.
This could be the winning menu, but she's only been up against me so far, so I think the lead may change hands.
I love the banana leaf, and I think it tastes delicious. I find the rice, if I'm going to be really picky, is maybe a little bit dry.
Yeah.
I love lemongrass, so I would like more lemongrass.
More lemongrass.
That's me just being really picky.
I'd pay £40 for this, and I wouldn't even expect a free drink with it.
Oh, James, you're too kind.
That is praise indeed.
I feel great, to be honest with you. The fact that I did get the compliments, it has put me on a bit of a high and a bit of a buzz. So I am really, really, really happy with that.
So, Miley, Caroline and I were having a bit of a snoop around upstairs earlier, and we came across a photo album, and we also came across a bit of a stash of crisps in your cupboard.
Okay.
I'm a bit intrigued as to who the young lady was in the photos.
They look suspiciously like you, I might add, but not you as you are now.
So, about 6-7 years ago, I did have quite a bit of weight on me. So I love crisps. Like, I'd rather have a stack of crisps than dinner. So normal people would have, like, a bag of crisps, that's their treat. I can't. I have, like, a multi-pack of 24. I saw a photo and I thought, do you know what? That is my motivation now. So, you know, lots of gym. I go to the gym a lot. I lost about 4.5 stone.
I think it's amazing what you've done. I really think I respect.
Oh, thank you, Caroline.
I just thought it was amazing that she set her mind to losing that weight, you know, and she stuck to it. And she's obviously got a strong will, and now look at her.
I also lost quite a bit of weight actually this year. I lost 2.5 stone.
Woo! Wow, that deserves a round of applause.
So after Miley had told us about her incredible weight loss, which I actually thought was pretty impressive, obviously someone had to go one better, John.
It was to win a bet, to win a ski race, so I wouldn't look too silly in a morph suit.
Oh, wow.
And you did it.
I did. And by winning the race, I won a beer. But I shed 2.5 stone of a lot of gym work, a lot of
Wow, that is really good. High five.
Thank you very much.
He lost 2.5 stone so that he could be the fastest down a ski slope. Who even does that?
I think that he's rather fiercely competitive. So I think now that he is the one to watch.
Tonight I've heard that Miley's lost 4.5 stone, John's lost 2.5 stone. This week I'm gaining a stone.
Oh, bravo. Well done, James.
So, guys, for my main, it's going to be steak. Just wondering how you'd like it all cooked.
Medium rare.
Medium rare, Giovanni,
Yeah.
no problem coming up.
Rare, please.
Rare, that's fine. Scott, how about you, darling?
Medium rare, please, Clary Fairy.
Rare and Anna, darling.
Claire, I'm so glad you asked. Tonight, I'm going a bit adventurous and I want it blue.
Oh, you're joking me.
OK, that's fine.
Is it fine, though, Claire?
So I'm going to go on the internet to research how to cook blue steak. Oh, there we are, 1 to 2 minutes aside. Yeah. Easy peasy.
On we go, then. Claire pops her chips in the oven, fries her giant mushrooms, and then turns her attention to her meat.
So I'm doing a sirloin steak.
A what, sorry?
Sirloin?
What's that?
Sirloin?
Have another crack at it.
Sirloin steak.
Close enough. Claire whacks her sirloins under the grill before stir-frying her bacon.
So far, so good.
Time to check on those steaks.
They're ready to turn now, I think.
Grab those tongs, then. Oh, crikey.
Well, it's beats burning my fingers, isn't it?
Well, I suppose. How about the chips? Not the glove again. Oh, time for the planks.
Anyone could put things on a plate. In a restaurant, I think you'd have a plank, wouldn't you? I think.
Depends on the restaurant, I suppose. How are your steaks looking?
So the big one is rare.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't really matter, you've cooked them all the same. So much for the blue one. Claire whacks on some bacon and cheese and finishes the steaks off in the microwave. She grabs her chips and gloves them into her wok. Why, Claire?
So I've boiled, haven't cooked, and now I'm frying just to brown them off.
Well, that's a new one on me. Time to plank it up, and there it is. Steak Americano with homemade chips, a giant mushroom, and a splat of barbecue sauce. Good luck, everybody.
Hey. So, Anna, is this for you?
Oh, wow. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Everything all right, Giovanni?
So, guys, this is called Steak Americano. Hope you all enjoy.
Thank you.
I think the chips could have been cooked a little bit longer.
Well, 3 days longer.
Claire, I asked for rare. It's not quite rare, but you know what? It tastes really nice. The chips are a little bit sort of underdone.
The chips were...
Let's move on. He's lost it.
I asked for my steak blue. It was a little bit overcooked for what I would have liked.
It was overcooked. It was tasteless. Even the potatoes were cold and soggy. If I ask you a question, Claire, do you cook often? Or what do you normally cook when you're at home?
So my favourite dish to cook is spaghetti bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese, that's what you should have cooked. That's all. Because if you cook what you love cooking, it's easier.
I just want to do something different, that's all.
Well, do it when you're by yourself, not with us.
I think Joe is wrong. You look like you've had a fabulous night tonight. You've given us glitz, glamour, even your face has glitter on it.
You're so full of bull. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Right? Then just tell
Are you
the truth.
finished?
No,
you
tell
finished?
the truth.
You put your knife and fork like you finished.
Stop. Yeah,
Giovanni.
I'm done. I'm full.
You're done?
I'm full.
Charlotte and Giovanni, I mean, I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'm starting to think that Giovanni is getting just a little bit competitive.
You know, why play games? We're here to have a dinner party, to have fun, okay, and to be honest.
I cooked steak and I went all out. Your steak tonight was better than my steak. Okay?
Do you really think?
Yeah.
Girls, hang on a second.
You're lying. You're lying.
So yeah, when Charlotte said my steak was better, that is a really good compliment. Don't know if it's true.
Claire, and what you did tonight was deliver a dish that was acceptable for some and not acceptable for others.
Here we have a future politician. You should go into politics. That was the biggest load of bull ever.
Hang on.
It's like telling somebody they
No.
Truth is important. It's like telling somebody they can sing when they can't. Go and get lessons. That's as simple as that.
You are the hostess with the mostess. And don't worry what Giovanni's got to say.
And I wouldn't buy a car from her.
Well, I wouldn't sell you a car because I'd keep it.
Charlotte and Giovanni kind of clash. Absolutely bored, does my nut in. I'd rather us all get on.
I love Giovanni as a person, but tonight he has really annoyed me. And I just think, wow, come on, get a grip.
Tonight's been a disaster. Massive disaster. And it's not over yet, what concerns me.
It's day 3 of the competition and Kirsty Barton's turn to host. And it's fair to say she's not going on a charm offensive to bag the grand.
Although I want to win, tonight I'm not going to be biting my tongue. I'm going to be who I am, take me or leave me. This is me.
I think Kirsty says what she likes. She likes what she says. I think she'll like what she cooks. And if we know it's good for us, so will we.
You might have a point there. Maybe Kirsty's Caribbean classics will hit the mark.
My night is a whole experience, so I'm showing everyone Jamaica as a whole. My husband's family originated from there. When I met him, the first place he took me was Jamaica, and that was to learn how to cook.
Sounds like a keeper. Kirsty's kicking off with her main, Cool Runnings chicken with rice and peas.
Rice and peas, bit simple.
Bet you wouldn't say that to Kirsty's face.
Bit of a Caribbean vibe going on here.
Top marks, Dave. Kirsty takes chicken that's been marinating in herbs and spices, then fries.
Browned as much as it should be. Just need to get cracking with all the rest of it now.
I'm going to enjoy that. So, you know, and actually, when I go to festivals, I usually do home in on this sort of food. I'm like, oh yeah, hearty food, get it in me, bit of rice, all lovely.
Kirsty then makes the gravy before putting the chicken back in the pot.
So that's everything for the chicken. I'm just going to put the pot on it, put it on the hob, leave it to stew for a few hours, let all the tastes evolve. It's going to taste amazing.
Mind your fingers. On to the starter. The tide is high.
obviously a Blondie fan.
Very perceptive.
I suspect that's probably something to do with fish, though.
Right again, Dave.
I hope that this is like something fishy. So there's like prawns, stuff from the sea, fruit de mar.
Nikki's on fire.
These are the saltfish cutlets, which are a little bit stinky at the moment. But once they're cooked and boiled, the salt will disperse and it turns into nice fish.
Well, it can't look any worse. That'll be the lovely fish smell. Ugh. Yep, you're really selling it. For the fritter mix, she finely cuts peppers and onions and adds sifted flour before flaking the soaked saltfish. It's put to one side, ready to cook later. Just dessert left to do. Kingston Town key lime pie.
I'm hoping that the pie part, the pastry, is exceptional, because that's what I'll be looking at.
All right, Dal. Kirsty blitzes ginger biscuits and adds melted butter to make the base.
Put this in the fridge to rest for about an hour, and then I can make the topping, and it'll be done.
She then zests limes and adds condensed milk and whipped cream before pouring over the base.
Fingers crossed that it actually does set, as it does look very liquid.
Prep done for now. She's off to get changed.
You've got to do something special with that food, because so many people make it, but they don't make it as good as what it can be.
No pressure then, Kirsty.
So let's get cracking. Bring it on.
Oh, hello. Where did you come from? First to arrive is Dave.
Hello.
Hello, Kirsty.
Come in, come in.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm good, Jane. Nice
Yes.
to see you again.
Not too stressed. I'm sorry.
Flowers up the nose.
Yeah, leaf it out, Dave. Leaf. Not like you to be lost for words, fella.
Welcome to the Caribbean.
Hello.
Hello. Can I get you rum punch?
Yes, please. I'll have a rum punch, I think. Yes, thank you.
Next up, it's Dal.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello!
How are you?
That's cool. I think there was a cheeky girl that definitely stood out in the crowd wearing that blue outfit. Wow, that was just amazing. I think Dave didn't know where to put himself.
Moving on. Last in, it's Nikki with a jazzed-up pineapple. Naturally.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I bought you, Penny, the party pineapple.
That is cool.
Hi, sorry. I'm just taken aback by the feathery lady. I loved seeing the Caribbean Queen. I really wanted to try on her feathers.
With Kirsty in the kitchen, Dal and Nikki have gone for a poke around upstairs.
Look! Oh my God.
She's a little pinky thing, isn't she?
Oh my goodness.
I'm a bit scared of her now.
I don't blame you.
Right, the gloves are going on.
Oh, and the shorts.
There we go. Ready. I'm really ready for action now. Yeah, I'm in the mood. Woo! Oh my gosh.
Nice right hook, Nikki.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Kirsty the Braunstone Brawler.
So it's Kirsty Barton, and Braunston is this area. Yeah, and Brawler, so she's a boxer.
Yeah.
She actually properly fights.
If Kirsty and I were in a boxing match, literally, I would just talk her into submission.
Play to your strengths, Nikki. In the kitchen, Charles has warmed the starter, ready to plate up.
Where I've been given such short notice, I really hope they are forgiving about the fact that I have got some of the stuff bought in from shops.
Here it is, homemade potato rosti and a bhaji from the pub.
Oh, that looks nice.
Just for you. I didn't make the onion bhaji. I got one of my friends to drop them off for me.
Well done for being honest.
Yeah, that's fair, that's good.
Unfortunately, I did find the rosti just to be mashed potato, bland and a bit boring.
The food's absolutely scrumptious. I particularly enjoyed the onion bhaji, but that was probably because it was a takeaway onion bhaji.
What actually did you cook yourself for the starter?
I cooked myself the rosti and I cut the onions.
What he did make, I wasn't impressed with. Everybody else I slaved for...
Minutes?
Hours and hours and hours.
I would have rather it was just all your own work, and I kind of would appreciate that slightly more.
Well, I don't really... I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I just wanted something... for me, as what I wanted to eat for a starter, I wanted a rosti and I wanted an onion bhaji. Whether you guys like it or not, I wasn't really bothered. I thought, I'm going to make myself a load of food that I want to eat and I want to enjoy. And if you like it, great, give me good points. If you don't like it, I don't really care. This is the food I eat.
Really, he should care about what we think, because we're coming to his dinner party and we're eating his food.
And I got criticised, and you just got to take it on the head.
Do you know what? I'm going to say it again. I just don't care anymore. They're all in for the kill. It's just a bit frustrating. I was like, why? What have I done to deserve this pain? I've been slaving away all day to just get abuse. It's just horrible.
At least the main's all homemade.
This is definitely all about flavour, this dish. It's not all about the presentation, but hopefully where they all merge together, it should taste really nice.
That's the spirit. Here it is, vegetarian thali.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's so lovely.
Oh, that looks delicious, Tom.
Thank you. Charles, I'm literally trying to finish this so I can have seconds. Really, absolutely gorgeous. Come to mama. Oh. I love the colours, the flavours. It was absolutely scrumptious.
With the cheese in the tomato sauce, it was just lumpy, rubbery, tasteless. It was a bit of a letdown.
I don't know if you know, I don't like spicy food.
Yeah,
and I'm not finding it spicy, so it's
that's
good.
That's good. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Praise indeed. With the compliments flowing, Charles decides to open up about his travels in India.
So basically, I did a 10-day course where you sit for 10 hours a day in complete silence, meditating. We lasted 6 days at this one. But I was so interested by the whole idea of just sitting in silence for that many mad days, just meditating constantly. I went back and did it in Wales.
Blimey, he's going on a bit, isn't he? Why don't we all sit in silence for a couple of moments? Shh! Right, let's carry on. Stop talking about meditating.
I did it there
in
February, then I did it again in May, then I did it again in June, then I did it again in Australia.
I think it was interesting to hear about Charles's travels for the first 10 seconds, but it did drag on a little bit.
I could have gone to sleep. It was the most boring part of the whole week for me.
Sadly, things are about to get a whole lot duller.
Relax your arms and your whole body. So take a deep breath beforehand and then sort of try and focus on the air coming in and out through your nose. So try not to force it. It sort of relaxes you a bit more. I've just planted the seed. This will resonate with these people. And in a couple of years' time, 10 years' time, they'll be doing it.
You reckon?
It's just not right. It's not me, and it don't. Whoever does it, it's just no. That is not part of a dinner party. Couldn't stand it.
So that's a no then. On to dessert. How's that souffle? All light and fluffy?
It feels like fish.
Fish?
It's as much about the experience tonight as it is about whether they like it or not.
I'm sure they'll love it. A selection of Indian sweets. Verdict?
It tastes like skin, doesn't it?
Skin?
It's horrible.
At last, something they all agree on.
Look at these three wedding pictures.
That's interesting.
They are interesting. Let's have a look. Wedding chapel, that looks like it's in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Hang on a minute. That looks a different wedding dress.
Oh.
To that one. That's a different wedding dress. That's a different wedding suit. And again, different. The same two people?
Are they
In
the
all
same two? I
yes.
was just checking that out.
All three are Holly. They've had 3 weddings.
Must have cost them a fortune. Meanwhile, in the lounge, Rob and Reese are getting an eyeful.
Seriously? Is that the hostess? Do you know what? I reckon the photographer come round early because Holly didn't have a chance to get on possibly underwear, a pair of socks, some jeans. Why would you do that? Think, you know what? I need a photograph of myself semi-naked on my wall in my lounge.
No, it's ridiculous. Mine's in the shed. Back in the kitchen, Holly's plating up.
This is looking perfect, just the consistency I wanted.
Jolly good. Chicken liver pate with red onion chutney.
Thank you.
I'm not a big fan of smooth pate. I quite like
okay.
a coarse pate.
Yeah, yeah.
But the flavour in it is really good. I like the flavour.
Good.
The only thing I'm finding is the 2 really strong flavours
Yeah.
are almost, for me,
Yeah.
are almost butting heads a little bit.
Overall, it was a nice starter. My favourite part of the starter was definitely the chutney. Really tasty.
Not so struck on the chutney. Yeah. I'm getting a really strong flavour of brown sauce coming through. Yes.
Do you know what I think it probably is it's got a whole bottle of red wine in it. I think that she's just trying to get me back for Monday because I was quite critical of her food. I mean, at least my food didn't come out of a jar.
Tina and I were up having a little snoop around in your bedroom.
Oh.
And we saw your wedding pictures.
Yeah. So, I have been married 3 times, and every single time to the same man, my husband. And I see us getting married more and more times as well.
Is there a degree of insecurity there that you have to keep having more and more weddings?
Oh, not at all, no. I think for us, it's just a bit of fun.
You both a little bit sick of wedding cake?
That's quite bizarre. You're going to run out of words to say to each other and writing your own vows. That could be really tricky.
My husband forgot our anniversary once, and he's never done it ever since. Because I think I give him so much earache.
No, hang on. Hang on a minute.
Tina!
We aren't going to let that go, are we? No.
Why are you so surprised?
I think Tina's husband would only ever forget our anniversary once. And never again.
I didn't speak to my husband for 3 weeks, so he actually won, didn't he? Because he didn't have to listen to me giving it large, did he?
Well, every cloud and all that.
Flew me to New York for my 50th birthday. I knew nothing about it. He made arrangements with my work and colleagues and things like that.
Did he go with you?
Get your jokes up, Tina. Come on, get your jokes up.
That's a really horrible thing to say.
Why? Not. It's light-hearted banter.
It's not! Reese, just because you take many a flight, it doesn't mean that others do.
So, Reese, what's your most romantic story?
Yeah, I'm not an overtly romantic kind of person.
That comes across.
Why?
I don't know, your body language and eye contact is just not there, so I just get this bit of a distance.
Probably because he's not married to you, Tina.
So we're talking about romantic gestures between me and my wife, and the fact that I'm not making eye contact with you, it means that I'm not romantic.
No. We've just
right, that's a non sequitur.
With like this crazy tension from Tina towards Reese, it's almost like any time there's any bants at the table, it's like someone's got like the vacuum cleaner on. We won't have any jokes here, thank you.
Reese just doesn't seem to have that eye contact with me. He doesn't seem to want to engage with me. I don't really know. I'm really struggling with Reese, really struggling with him.
I've got to say that Tina is really starting to grate now. Not just the laugh, but just the little quips sometimes that she's coming out with, little digs, and it's really starting to get on my pip.
I think Tina has probably got on Reese's wick a bit, and he's probably just had enough of her.
I've gone all out, I'm not messing about, and I've bought the best ingredients you can buy. No expense spared. Everything I'm serving is just the best of the best.
And Charlotte begins with her starter, beluga cheese soufflé.
Belga cheese soufflé. Can I do that again?
No, you can't.
The beluga, that is a caviar plus a soufflé. If you have a soufflé on the menu, I mean, that's impressive on its own.
That's just like a posh baked cheese, really, isn't it?
Not really.
It's important to get the measurements right, otherwise it might not rise, and then I might fail.
You happy with that?
It's perfect. Of course it's perfect. I'm making it.
Well, naturally.
Hope she'll put it off for her. But yeah, it'd be quite funny if it don't turn out the way it's supposed to.
Charlotte whips up a roux from butter, flour and milk. She then adds cheese before lining ramekins with flour.
That helps it to rise. The extra little bit of je ne sais quoi, this gonna help me to win.
Ah, the je ne sais quoi, which means?
I don't know.
Spot on. In go egg yolks and whipped egg white. Then it's into those carefully prepared ramekins and a bain-marie for a bake.
Beluga, I think, could be a wild animal.
It could be.
It's probably some kind of posh cheese.
No.
It could be rabbit.
Rabbit?
Beluga, that's caviar. And it's very expensive caviar. It's the best on the market.
Kangaroo.
Now you're just being silly.
Caviar are the eggs from the fish called a sturgeon. It's so flavoursome. That is good. I think that was probably about 50 quid, that spoonful. It's probably wasted anyway on that lot.
Oh, charming. Have those soufflés risen?
These soufflés have definitely risen to the occasion.
She's going to bake them again tonight, but now Charlotte cracks on with the main course.
Surfing USA.
Surf and turf.
I was expecting something more posher, because surf and turf, yeah, is quite common.
They may be thinking I might just give them sirloin. and just a few prawns, but that's far from the truth.
Surf and turf is fish and chips, basically.
So what's the turf bit then?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Charlotte?
This is Aberdeen Angus. This is like the best fillet you can buy, really. It's beautiful. The only thing that can go wrong with the fillets is if I overcook them. If.
She'll pan fry them to order tonight.
Surf and turf is steak and scampi.
And what might scampi be?
Scampi is little bits of fish.
Yeah, but this is Charlotte we're talking about.
These are my lobsters. Pretty impressive, even if I say so myself.
Which I rather thought you would.
With all the expense that I've gone to this evening for my menu, I bet I'd win, just to break even.
After hacking her impressive lobsters to pieces, she rolls them in flour and will fry tonight, along with the steak and chips and roast tomatoes. Oh, and she'll make a sauce as well.
The pressure's going to be on with the main. A lot of cooking to do before I serve, but I'm confident I'm still going to win.
Better get cracking with your dessert then. Golden sticky toffee pudding.
That's almost like slab bang. Have that. Pub grub, yes.
Have it! Charlotte kicks off by blending butter, sugar, treacle, eggs and dates, then stirs in flour.
Looks perfect colour, perfect texture, perfect smell, so all the peas, perfect pud.
Shame bragging doesn't start with a P.
This dish is naughty but beautiful. Say no more. Reminds me of somebody.
Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
Presentation is everything. There's no point driving a Ferrari if it's covered in dirt. There.
That is so profound. She parks her puds in the oven.
Golden sticky toffee pudding. I don't know if she's going to actually put gold in.
This is the gold leaf.
Ooh!
And this is going to go on my sticky toffee puddings just before serving.
Tell me more.
It's going to turn them from looking like a little sticky toffee pudding into a little lump of gold.
You might want to check on those puddings, by the way.
Oh, I actually forgot about the cakes.
Not so perfect now.
That was a close call. They're going to be really impressed.
And that's all her prep done.
I reckon Charlotte's house has got loads of bedrooms, loads of bathrooms. It's huge.
Well, it's certainly pink. Onion bhaji and potato rosti.
Not a great deal of skill involved.
I think it's an easy starter, but I don't care because it's so delicious.
For the rostis, Charles mixes garam masala with spuds, onions and peas. The mix is then rolled in flour.
Oh. Flour, what does it do?
It makes a mess. The cakes are fried and they'll be warmed before serving. Now for those onion bhajis.
Hopefully it's homemade, because it's very easy, so if it's not homemade, then...
Relax, Tom, of course they're homemade.
Oh.
My lovely, here's your onion bhaji.
Yay.
Just not by Charles.
Great, well, I've got these onion bhajis here. The local pub got them for me last minute, so hope these go down well.
Let's hope they like pub grub. In the kitchen, Charles has warmed the starter, ready to plate up.
Where I've been given such short notice, I really hope they are forgiving about the fact that I have got some of the stuff bought in from shops.
Here it is, homemade potato rosti and a bhaji from the pub.
Oh, that looks nice.
Just for you. I didn't make the onion bhaji. I got one of my friends to drop them off for me.
Well done for being honest.
Yeah, that's fair, that's good.
Unfortunately, I did find the rosti just to be mashed potato, bland and a bit boring.
The food's absolutely scrumptious. I particularly enjoyed the onion bhaji, but that was probably because it was a takeaway onion bhaji.
What actually did you cook yourself for the starter?
I cooked myself the rosti and I cut the onions.
What he did make, I wasn't impressed with. Everybody else, I slaved for...
Minutes?
Hours and hours and hours.
I would have rather it was just all your own work, and I kind of would have appreciated that slightly more.
Well, I don't really... I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I just wanted something... for me, it's what I wanted to eat for a starter. I wanted a rosti and I wanted an onion bhaji. Whether you guys like it or not, I wasn't really bothered. I thought, I'm going to make myself a load of food that I want to eat and I want to enjoy. And if you like it, great, give me good points. If you don't like it, I don't really care. This is the food I eat.
Really, he should care about what we think, because we're coming to his dinner party and we're eating his food. And I got criticised, and you just got to take it on the head.
Do you know what? I'm going to say it again. I just don't care anymore. They're all in for the kill. It's just a bit frustrating. I was like, why? What have I done to deserve this pain? I've been slaving away all day to just get abuse. It's just horrible.
I will confess the pastry is shop bought, but I did kind of modify it by putting the cheddar and the chive crust on.
So you sliced some cheddar?
I'm grated, darling. Sliced.
I'm really annoyed that you bought your pastry because you can make pastry, and I was so slated about bloody onion bhaji.
You can make onion bhaji, Charles.
Yeah, I know I can, and I was slated for it, so I'm going to slate you about your pastry, and you have to accept it because...
I do accept what you're saying about the pastry, and that is completely fair enough.
OK.
He went completely over the top. And I thought, just shut your mouth up. You're ruining Tom's night. Be quiet. It's been done, it's been said, so leave it there and get on with it.
I'm cheating now with the rice.
Why not? You cheated with the sauce earlier.
These pita breads, I've made them, but I don't know, they actually smell like pancakes.
Oh, Tina, what's this?
I have actually got some flatbreads in, just in the case that something went wrong. Plan B.
With her third shortcut complete, it's ready. Curry from a jar, microwaved rice, and a shop-bought flatbread. This could be interesting.
So, Tina, tell me how you made this.
Come clean, Tina.
The sauce I did actually have out of a jar again, purely because of, and I know that I shouldn't be using it for, I keep saying about my leg, but obviously being on your leg for that length of time. So it's just that literal little bit of sauce that I just popped in, but everything else was just all homemade.
Reckon you got away with that one?
Oh, I can make it. My foot again. My bad foot again.
I can understand that Tina having problems with her ankle gives her some limitations, but I don't think that stops you standing there and making your own red Thai curry paste.
And the jasmine rice?
Jasmine rice.
Repeating it. Great trick.
How is it jasmine rice as opposed to just rice? Enlighten me.
Enlighten you. Obviously, there's fragrance and a little bit of different taste. I don't know if you... Just a little bit of a pungent taste.
So you've added something to it?
No.
So it's just...
It's just, yeah,
it's jasmine rice.
Jasmine rice.
Barely got away with the bread.
So what about the bread, Tina? Did you make the flatbreads?
Oh!
From scratch today, made my own flatbreads.
Did you?
However, I just felt they were not up to scratch to serve you.
Tina.
And I'd rather serve you something that was edible.
I'm sure they'll understand.
I'd have liked her to have brought out the other flatbreads and gone, there you go, try those, guys. I wouldn't have liked to serve you those, but give them a try.
If it all goes Pete Tong and she's had to, like, use some packet ones, well, fair play to her.
I know Tina's not been to Thailand, and I don't expect that of everybody, even though I've travelled quite extensively. But to have some of the ingredients in that curry, like slices of courgette and sugar snap peas, to me, it just didn't work at all.
Hopefully the main will be all right. If people don't like it, they don't like it. At least I've tried. That's all I can say. To make it poppins, I'm putting a party popper on everybody's plate. That was a good one.
Let's just hope it goes with a bang. Chicken pie with shop-bought sauce and shop-bought pastry and a shop-bought brolly. 2 shop-bought poppers.
3. Yay!
Oh, lovely. Fantastic.
Did you make the pastry?
Well, that is a really good question because I didn't make it myself. I rolled it just like you did.
Which is tricky. She asked me about my pastry last night. It was a tit for tat.
I was gobsmacked that she didn't make the pastry, considering she went straight in for Karen last night about the pastry. She was writing checks that her pastry couldn't cash.
Did you make the sauce yourself and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind Mary Poppins, you should play Pinocchio.
The peppercorn sauce is my favourite part, Deb. Absolutely delicious. Just the right amount of spicy and creamy.
How did you make it?
Cream, Dijon mustard, and a little bit of olive oil.
Delicious.
And if you believe that, you'll believe anything.
I said I'd made the peppercorn sauce from scratch. And I hadn't. I hate myself right now. If Cher was in my shoes, she would probably turn back time.
Cher would have made her own sauce. Philippa heats the curry and rice. Next, the accompaniments.
Not homemade at all. I brought them.
Gone all out, eh? Once heated, it's ready. Chicken curry with rice.
Quietly confident about this dish.
Wow, that looks awesome.
Pakoras, you make those as well?
It's all right.
No. I didn't make the pakoras. I'm not going to lie. I didn't make them.
Philippa's got that buzz, but how's the food?
The rice was bland. I don't know if there's any salt in there or any butter.
It was more a chicken in a tomato sauce with a little bit of chilli rather than an actual curry.
Back at the table, the two salesmen are finding more common ground.
I love music, I love live music, I love all sorts of music, do you know what I mean?
Well, I used to sing and stuff, so I really do like the music. So my indulgence is I do
so
still
you
every
used to
now and
sing.
again, I will sit in an empty room and just start singing.
Really?
Yeah.
OK. If you were to sing something, what's your passion of singing?
1970s kind of Marvin Gaye type stuff.
You going to drop us a note then, Curtis?
Do I have to?
Yes,
Do I have to?
Curtis.
Oh, does he really have to?
Sitting in the morning sun.
Oh gosh, here we go, another like kind of wannabe. And I was actually really surprised, like, wow, like you can sing.
He only can.
Watching the tide roll away. And that's your lot.
So now I'm going to make the bit to go with the chicken, the sauce.
Oh, hello, salsa from the supermarket, which Adam is mixing with large dollops of sour cream, again from the shops.
Normally I'd measure stuff when I know what I'm cooking. This one I'm shooting from the hip a little bit, so it's going to be hit or miss.
He adds even more creaminess with some soft cheese before mixing.
Look at those colours.
Pretty beige. But how does it taste?
Oh, it's actually pretty good, man.
The supermarket will be glad to hear it.
I mean, obviously, if he makes the guacamole and salsa, he's obviously got to get the balance right.
Some people don't add enough salt. Some people don't add enough, like, garlic.
And some people leave it to others.
The guac is shop bought.
I wanted to ask if the guacamole was homemade.
Oh!
I wanted to focus my time on the main dish. And that did mean that the side dish, which is the guac, took a bit of a hit on it. The guac shop bought.
I think the guacamole, it would have been nice for it to have been homemade because it's not that difficult.
I would have made my own guacamole if I'm, to be fair. I would have done.
Yeah.
If you're serving it, obviously, one of your main parts of your starter, really, it should be homemade. Disappointed.
You know, it is what it is. You know, I didn't make the guacamole, so deal with it.
That's the spirit.